What's good, everybody? Hope everybody's doing good today, tonight, whenever you're watching this. Right now, I'm just heading home. I was coming back from watching a snowmobile race. Definitely had a great time. I'll definitely have videos of that onto my main channel sometime, either tonight or the next few days. It was definitely a good show to watch, that's for sure. But anyways, so that out of the way. So I'm sure here lately, everybody's been hearing what all's been going on with ICE. Whether you're left leaning and you think ICE is bad or all this, or if you're right leaning and I mean everybody's been hearing all sorts of things. And honestly, man, the things that are going on with people right now is just blowing my freaking mind. The amount of hate that's been going towards ICE, the amount of nonsense that's being said all over the place, people getting outraged all because people like Don Lemon have been getting arrested, which honestly, sorry to piss people off, but I think that he deserved it. Not because of the dude's political opinions, but because, honestly, the dude is just a jackass. Dude honestly has no idea how society works. The dude has lied multiple times about Trump and many other things. And honestly, the dude fucking deserved to be locked up. I have no sympathy for him one bit. That's all I can say about him. But now getting onto the subject with ICE. So, a lot of people have been getting mad at ICE for a lot of things, sitting there claiming that they are kidnapping Americans, sitting there claiming that they're tearing apart families, sitting there victimizing Renee Good, Alex Preddy. The bullshit just continues. I'm not going to get on a main subject matter of talking about Alex Preddy or Renee Good, because I've already talked about those two people, and I'm not about to waste a bunch of time talking about them. But the one thing I will say about those two is the same people who are over here crying about what happened to them and all this crap are the same people that sat there and made fun of what happened to Charlie Kirk, and we're like, I don't care if he has kids, I fuck them kids, blah blah blah. Honestly, if your answer to that is fuck them kids, then honestly, or sitting there going, I don't care if he had kids, da 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 da. Well, guess what? If that's your reaction to Charlie Kirk, then honestly, that's the same reaction that I have with Alex Preddy and Renee Good. Obviously, I'm not going to sit there and say, oh, fuck them kids. No. But as far as arguments go, I can sit there and be like, well, guess they should have thought about what they did before doing what they did. That's all I can say about that. As much as I do feel for their children. Or, actually, I don't know. I don't remember if they said Alex had kids or not. I don't know. But Renee Good, I don't know. Anyways, everybody's sitting there getting mad at ICE and all this crap. And all I gotta say is, how is it that people are so freaking mad at what ICE is doing? Yeah, I don't hear people getting mad about those that are coming to this country illegally. I don't hear anybody getting mad about those who are committing crimes and doing what they shouldn't be doing. Oh, well, people are getting ripped away from their families. What about people that have freaking gotten murdered? You don't think that they're being separated from their families. You know, that's the thing. People are going to sit there and stick up for illegal immigrants and all this crap, sit there and victimize them. Well, guess what? There's lots and lots of lives that were lost in this country because of illegal immigrants. You got illegal immigrants out there that are killing people. Not saying all of them are, but honestly, you got quite a bit out there that are killing people. You know, look at what happened to people like Molly Tibbetts. Look at what happened to people like Laken Riley. You know, I can name a long list of people out there, but I'll end it there. Then you got a bunch of celebrities out there like freaking Bruce Springsteen. My word, I cannot stand that dude one bit. Then you got Tom Morello's lousy ass. You know, Mr. Rage Against the Machine. A pussy ass. Fuck, man. Then you got Mark Ruffalo. You got so many people who are sitting there, you know, going against ICE on what they're doing, but nobody seems to have an issue with what criminals are doing. Oh, well, ICE is bad. Oh, fuck ICE. Oh, you know, fuck this, fuck that, blah, blah, blah. Oh, you know, ICE is bad, and if you support ICE, then fuck you, da-da-da-da-da. You know what? If you don't like the fact that people are supporting ICE and you know, for what they're doing, then maybe I could say the same damn thing about you then. Don't like my support for ICE? Then you know what? Maybe I don't like you either. If I don't know who the hell you are, have never met you in person, and your response to me is, oh, fuck you if you support ICE, blah, blah, blah. You know what? Then I probably don't like you either. And I could say the same damn thing about you on certain things. You know, so many crybabies out there complaining and bitching about what ICE is doing, but don't seem to care about the amount of lives that have been lost or ruined because of illegal immigrants. Oh, illegal immigrants are being separated from their family. You know what? There's illegal immigrants that have abandoned their families to come to this country. But hey, ICE is the bad guy in this situation. Everybody's sitting there acting like, you know, Trump is the one that is starting this whole thing with ICE, you know, making them go after illegal immigrants. Y'all must have really not paid attention to what was going on throughout Barack Obama's presidency. And to anybody that's going to sit there and be like, oh, well, that's because Barack Obama handled it differently. That's because this happened, that happened, da-da-da-da-da. Well, quite frankly, you haven't been paying attention then. Because the way I see it is I think it was way worse under Obama's presidency than it is now. At least now, you know, illegal immigrants are being taken to where at least, you know, there's things that they can do in certain facilities. You know, maybe not all facilities, but certain ones out there. Meanwhile, throughout Barack Obama's presidency, They were just being locked up in cages. Locked up to frickin' suffer. But Trump is the bad guy. Orange man bad. And because of what ICE is doing under Trump's presidency, ICE is bad. Then you got people that are trying to boycott certain companies that are catering to ICE, like certain hotels, certain restaurants, certain stores. Oh, well, to any company out there that's helping ICE, we don't like you and we're going to boycott you, da-da-da-da-da. Like, hell, a few weeks ago, there was a fire department in Virginia, or either Virginia or West Virginia, one of those states. One of them was helping assist ICE, and you had so many people online that were sitting there criticizing the fire departments, and they were like, oh, well, we should boycott the fire departments and all this crap. Like, oh my gosh, I had to laugh at that big time. I guess let me know how that goes if your house catches on fire and you don't know what else to do then. Oh my gosh. But, that out of the way, I mean, it's just... Oh my gosh. People on the left never cease to amaze me. That's all I gotta say about that. But people are just completely stupid. That's all I gotta say about that. It amazes me how you get a lot of people out there that are doing what they shouldn't be doing. Got people out there that are truly hurting others out there, but hey, we're gonna focus on what ICE is doing. Oh, ICE is bad, Orange man bad. Oh, if you support what ICE is doing, then fuck you. Oh, if you still support Trump after all this and that, then fuck you, da-da-da-da-da. Like, get the fuck out of here. It just amazes me how the past few years, almost past decade now, every time Trump makes a move, or every time ICE does this or the police does that, it's always got to be a matter of, oh, well, if you still support this or that, or if you're this type of person, that type of person, then you know what? You're a horrible human being, da-da-da-da-da. You know what? At this point, I am used to being called names. I am used to people online referring to me as, in the comments, referring to me as some crappy human being because I think like this or that. It's like, I'm sorry. If you don't like my opinion on certain things, then how is it that you've been sticking around me for this freaking long? I mean, I guess that's more of a statement towards people that I actually hang around that feel this way, which thankfully there's a lot of people that I hang out with that don't feel that way, but there's a few people that I do hang out with that are like that. That's for sure. One thing I will bring up, though, is it amazes me how a lot of the people that are getting mad about what ICE is doing and all this crap are the same people, when Charlie Kirk was killed, you had a lot of people that were like, oh, well, if you feel how you felt about Charlie Kirk losing his life, like, you're sad about what happened to him, but don't feel about what goes on with so many people and mass shootings or whatever. Like, I'm sorry, but the same people who are saying that are the same people who are more pissed off about what ICE is doing, what ICE did to Alex Preddy or Renee Good, and it's like, I'm sorry, but I don't see how those people are any better. Just some people out there, especially a lot of people on the left, people just never cease to amaze me when it comes to a lot of things. That's for sure. You got so many people that are out here doing so many stupid things, sitting there hurting people or killing people. But hey, like I said, ICE is the freaking problem. And it's like every time you try and justify what ICE is doing in a certain position, it's always, you get some crybaby out there that's like, oh, well, they shouldn't have done this, they shouldn't have done that. Like get the fuck out of here, man. Some of y'all need to put the freaking phone down and do some research. Like, go touch some grass. Or maybe go touch some snow while you're at it. That's for sure. Another thing that I want to bring up, too, to everybody that's sitting there trying to cause road rage incidents with ICE agents in certain areas like Minneapolis or Chicago or whatever, if you're one of these people that are doing that, honestly, you deserve whatever the hell is coming your way. Whether it be you get arrested, you get hurt, or you just whatever, man. I've been seeing a lot of videos surfacing on Facebook Reels, on YouTube Shorts, on TikTok, and so many other things where people are just starting road rage incidents with ICE agents, riding their asses on the roads, honking at them, yelling at them as they're driving by or whatever. It's just so freaking ridiculous, man. Then with Alex Preddy, when, about a few weeks before he was killed, there was a video of him spitting at ICE agents and kicking one of their taillights out. But hey, we're going to pretend that Alex Preddy was an innocent bystander that was just wrongfully killed. Like, my word. I really don't get people. That's for sure. I'm not here to say that Alex Preddy deserved to die. That's not at all what I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to say that Renee Good deserved to die either, but my word, man. Seems like no matter what goes on, it's like you take certain action these days and get so blown out of proportion, and it's like there are certain situations out there that are way worse than what happened to Renee Good and Alex Preddy. Like, you get people that are randomly murdered in certain situations. Like, I'd like to see you guys this freaking outraged over the one guy that stabbed the Ukrainian woman on the train in North Carolina, or, back in late summer of 2025. Or the woman that was killed in her own home by a man that had 39 prior arrests and 25 felonies. My list can frickin' continue, You get a lot of repeat criminals out there that just keep breaking laws, keep committing crimes, hurting people, or doing anything else, and then they end up taking some worse action, like murdering somebody. And I don't hear any outrage about that. I'm sorry, but a lot of people on the left are just complete douchebags, in my opinion. That's all I gotta say about that. I'm sure I pissed some people off for making this video, and you know what? I don't care. That's what I had to say. I'm sure this probably won't be the last video I make talking about this situation, and you know what? So be it. But anyways, I'm home now. I got things I gotta do. So I'm gonna hop off here. You guys all take care and be safe.